Hey bitches, if you don't know who the hell we are, I'm Jasmine.
I'm
And
Sierra
this is the 4th episode.
of Now Look.
We're both mad. We're going to call this one
The Apologies to Jessica.
Would you like to go first?
You can go first.
Okay. Number 1. There was a time you didn't shower for 3 weeks, and when your boyfriend asked what the smell was, I said it was your vagina, and he left and never came back. And I'm sorry for that.
When I was 13, I found a bag of white powder in your dresser and I brushed my teeth with it because people said that using baking soda for your teeth would help it. And then you got your ass beat because the supply was low and I felt funny and had to go to the ER. And I'm sorry that you got beat up.
All right. This one's probably my favorite.
Oh
when
my
we lived
God.
with Joe, there was a time you had to go to the subclinic and you needed pee, so you had asked me if I did any pills, and I told you no. When you went, you got kicked out and came back pissed as fuck because you did not ask me if I smoked weed, and I did, and you failed for weed. So then you got kicked out of your clinic. I'm sorry for that.
I'm sorry for beating your ass when I was 16 years old and you going to jail with a black eye because it was a domestic violence, and I sold all of my stuff and bailed you out the next day because I felt it's super bad and your mugshot was terrible. And I'm sorry, I'll never do that again.
Is that the day you punched her?
Yeah.
Okay. There was one time you were really, really high on the couch, and I was really pissed at the fact you were high, so I stole all the money out of Joe's wallet, and when he asked where the money went, I said you snorted it. And then he got kicked out the next day. And I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm really sorry.
When I was 15, you grounded me and for not finding the Xanax that you dropped on the carpet. So I found your sex toys and dipped them in bleach, and you got the worst UTI for life.
No, I'm sorry. There was one day when we lived on Short Center, you had went to the bar and you came back and you were super drunk and super, super, super high. So I was irritated and I had friends there and I was showing out. So I beat your ass. And when you woke up the next day, I had lied to you and said that you got in a fist fight at the bar, but really it was me that beat you. I'm so sorry.
One time I took your stash and sold it to pay the electric bill because there was a snowstorm coming and we needed heat. And I convinced you that you used said stash yourself and snorted it all, and that's why it was missing, when in reality I just needed to pay the bill. And I'm sorry that you couldn't get high for 4 days and have the shakes.
Okay, this one was actually pretty recent. So not recent as in like yesterday when she was here.
Yeah.
But the last time that you were here, you came over high to clean my house, and I had offered you $20 in a pack of cigarettes, and you were going to do it. So you were doing the lean, and I irritated me while you were cleaning my house. So when we were done and I was taking you home, I had you believing that I gave you the money and the cigarettes, but really I didn't, and you thought you lost it. And I'm sorry for that.
In the 3rd grade, you came to a parent-teacher conference and you was fading out, and I told them you were narcoleptic. So you lost your license for 6 months until the doctor could clear you, and I'm very sorry.
When I was 13 and you went to the rehab for the 6th time, I was really embarrassed. So I told my friends you went to a mental health retreat. I'm sorry.
One time we went to Walmart so you could steal groceries, and I panicked and snitched on you to the front desk lady, and you got escorted out, and you didn't let me eat for 3 days, and I'm so sorry for that.
That sounds really fucked up. Okay.
Yeah.
When we were in 3rd grade, we got bullied because we didn't have a dad. So when we moved schools, I told all my friends you just didn't know who our dad was, so they thought you were a whore.
Sorry. Once I told you that Joe was cheating on you because all of my friends were over there and they wanted to see you beat his ass, so you beat his ass, and then he kicked us out for 4 days. And I lied. None of it was true. I just wanted to show for my friends, and I didn't think we were going to have to sleep outside on the curb.
One day when I was 15, we were at Walmart and you were doing the fiend lean because you were so high, and I lied to these 8-year-olds that were next to us and were laughing at you and said that you were really just getting ready for your crumping competition. And I'm sorry for that. I have one more.
Okay.
I have one more. When you were high on a meth, when we lived on Dorsey Street and you had the meth jaw, I lied to the neighbor and said you had Bell palsy. And I'm so sorry, but I was really embarrassed and I panicked.
One time you sent me to go get a supply for you from the weird guy with one tooth down the street, and when I went to get it, he made me panic, so I took the money and bought McDonald's for me and my sister, the family meal, and we ate it outside underneath the tunnel. And then we came back and told you we got mugged, and she punched me in the face to give me a black eye, so it was believable. I'm sorry for lying.
Oh. These are just a couple things we had to apologize to you for, Jessica.
They
This is
was-
going to be a very short episode, but
Yeah, but they was weighing heavy on our minds.
and we're gonna have to come back with a part 2, 100%.
Oh yeah, because I could apologize for hours because there's so much shit that we got you in trouble for, and we didn't even mean to. We didn't even mean to. One time, you and Joe went to a line, and I mixed it with.
There.
No, I was constipated, so I crumbled up my turds and mixed it. He snorted my shit. And I'm so sorry, Joe just thought it was a bad pass.
All right.
That's all.
That's it. We'll see you next time.
We just want to tell you that we're very sorry.